Hey guys, this is Medicaid Trilliant here, bringing you another episode of Watcha Playin for FreeMMOStation.com. This time we'll be taking a look at a brand new game called Music Man Online, a free-to-play rhythm dance game published by Cubizone. As usual, we'll spend a few minutes showing you the game and some of what it has to offer, so let's get started.
FreeMMOStation.com.
Music Man Online is one of those niche games that's not going to appeal to a very large crowd. Rhythm games were popular back in the 2000s, but over time have dropped dramatically in popularity. Although the new rock band might bring a few more people back to the genre, I still don't see it becoming as big as it once was. Part of the reason rhythm games were so successful was because the games themselves were good. Music Man, on the other hand, well, not so much. Music Man suffers from quite a few flaws for a game that's in open beta. While it's still not a complete game, it plays more like a game that should still be in alpha. There's a lot of glitches, the animations are nowhere near solid, and sometimes the game just doesn't feel as responsive as it should. And response time is crucial, especially in rhythm games, where you have to make sure your input goes along with the beat of whatever noise happens to be playing in the background. Which, by the way, the music in the menu screens becomes incredibly annoying. Luckily, the game recognizes this and adds your very own mute button. Surprisingly, the character creator was pretty detailed. You can do some ridiculous stuff with it. The problem here is that your options for characters are limited, most of which are cliched stereotypes of what the game seems to think dancers are. You can choose from several crazy hairstyles, clothing, and as many unnecessary accessories as your heart desires. I, of course, went with the redundant goggles on the head with a spare pair of goggles around my neck, just so I could show people exactly how cool I was. And, you know, pacifier for scale. You're given a choice to choose which game modes you want to play. There's a city or metropolis area that, for whatever purpose, seems to be their way of implementing a social hub into the game. This area barely functions properly, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. You can also play solo or against other players, and there's different game modes that you can play besides the main game. You can also choose which songs you want to play, although finding this feature was a bit difficult at first because I didn't realize it wasn't a big colorful button like everything else. You can also choose the difficulty of the songs you're playing, so that's always nice. The gameplay itself is simplistic, but kind of difficult. You input a certain amount of commands using the arrow keys based on the difficulty you selected. The catch is you have to input these buttons and hit the space bar within a certain amount of time. And you must match the lines inside of the timer or else you'll miss. The song selection was pretty terrible, but the game itself isn't as bad as I initially thought it would be. It's not a great game, let's not go that far. But if you like rhythm games and want something big and flashy, you might enjoy this one. If you're looking for a game like Dance Dance Revolution or Stepmania, then this isn't that game. But you should probably just go play Stepmania. However, it'll keep you occupied long enough to find the next MMO you're inevitably going to play, which in the realm of MMOs is pretty much all we can ask for. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to try Music Man Online, there's a link in the description. Feel free to like and subscribe to FreeMMOStation, and as always guys, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.